Hello, everybody. Jonathan Pulley here with West Coast Weather. Today is February 1st, and like the tick of a clock, we are talking about snow chances today. It seems like the Februarys of the last few years, all the way to 5 years, actually. It's crazy that 2019 is already 5-6 years ago. We tend to get our snowfall in February and stuff, so it's kind of been the theme the last few years or so. So now we're looking at the radar right now. This is currently looking at the radar. Most of this shower activity going on right now is going to contain snow and snow pellets. There might be some rain mixing in with some of the lighter showers, but the heavier showers are going to be dragging that cold air from aloft and allowing temperatures to drop into the low to middle 30s under these showers. There's already convergence of activity dropping up a dusting or more of snow this morning around the Everett, Lake Stevens areas. Even a lot parts of Snoqualmie and stuff got some snow down the lower elevations. Some places, Bellingham got up towards an inch of snow. Also been some light snow accumulations up in Nanaimo and parts of Vancouver as well. This will continue all the way over the next couple of days. As very cold air moves over the region and keeps us pretty active. So stay on this video for a few more minutes and I'll get to the snow maps and everything. So let's dig right into things right now. We're looking at the European model. This is ridge and trough position. So there's a large ridge over the Aleutian Islands, allowing this deep cold trough to kind of come out over the Pacific Ocean here along the Pacific Northwest. As we play this out, it comes and moves and then stalls out at max strength right off the Vancouver Island coastline. Not the most perfect, not a very perfect set for heavy snows around here, but it will get the job done for a lot of areas. So we'll take what we can get this winter because we just got out of a very dry January. So this trough opens up a second time later this week, bringing potential for even more chances of snow and very cold temperatures as we go through early to middle part next week. Then there's going to be a potential for even more systems as we go through the end of next week and the next weekend as well. If I play this out a little longer, this morning's European model is very interesting. Keeps us cold and chilly. Even has a couple major snowstorms way at the end of this is fantasy land, but I just want to show you that this is likely not to be our last chance of snow this winter for the Pacific Northwest. I think we're only getting started and we're likely to have a very chilly first half of February with multiple chances of snowfall as we go through the long range. Now looking at the West Coast, California, Oregon, Washington, British Columbia, this is 6-hour precipitation type in inches. This is snow, blues, greens, rain. Some of these greens might be mixing into Western Washington, Southwest British Columbia, but a lot of this is likely to be snow today as temperatures are very chilly aloft. So you can see lots of shower activity today continuing all the way into Sunday as this low pressure system spins and keeps bringing moisture and cold temperatures over into the area. There's also going to be instability for a very slight chance of some thunder snow and some of these convective showers over the next couple of days. So that could be exciting. Potential for even more moisture to move up over the region as we go through late Monday night and the Tuesday morning as well. So there's going to be multiple shots. This doesn't look like a big snowstorm for most of the area. Parts of Vancouver and parts of Vancouver Island, the coastlines may get some pretty heavy snowfall totals. Our problem this time around is not the temperatures. We're cold enough for snow. It's just how much moisture we get flowing back over the cold air. You can see it even keeps up some light snow all the way in the Wednesday afternoon as well. So there's going to be on and off snow chances. There's also, I want to bring attention to this really powerful atmospheric river down there in Northern California. Look at this. And then another system plowing into the region later this week. This is a week, like a 7-day time period. Very heavy snowfall for the Sierra Nevadas, flooding problems, potentially landslides as well down there. So be careful, stay aware of the weather forecasts over the next week or so down there in Northern California. Snowfall is going to be measured in multiple feet this coming week with potential over 100 inches of snow for some of the Sierra Nevadas. So very heavy snowfall event. Also, Montana's going to be getting, and Idaho's going to be getting part of this atmospheric river. So the mountains and stuff like near Missoula and stuff are going to get some very hefty snow totals over the next few days. So very fun weather to watch over the next few days. Now looking at the HRRR model, this is composite reflectivity and precipitation type. Basically what the HRRR thinks that the radar is going to look like over the next few hours into tomorrow. So let's play this out. You can see some very hefty, some of these showers are going to be pretty heavy this afternoon. There's instability in the atmosphere. There's very cold air aloft contributing to that. So some of these, you could get some 1 to 2 inch snowfall rates per hour. So it's going to be very heavy snow. Please be careful out on the roads this afternoon, as the visibility is going to drop pretty quickly as well. And make sure to have a good distance between you and the next next vehicle, not video. As we go through this evening, tonight, we might dry out a bit tonight, but there's still gonna be some snow showers around. And then Sunday, another pretty good round of snow showers is likely as we go through all of Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, Monday. Now we're Monday morning, and there's still snow showers continuing over the area. You can see the atmospheric river just plowing into Oregon and Northern California down there. Very heavy snows, heavy rain down there, gusty winds as well. So make sure to let any of your family members down there in Southwest Oregon and Northern California know that there's some pretty wild weather going to be happening down there. But lots of shower activity, potential for some isolated thunderstorm action as well. This is looking at the NAML. Here's another look at what the radar may look like. So let's go I'm recording this video at 11:50 a.m. So this is right about now. You can see there's almost like a cold front feature. We had the main cold front come through last night, but some of these events where you get all these showers and stuff, you can get these little like cold front features within the flow. These aren't like full on cold fronts or anything, but they're kind of embedded in the main circulation of the low pressure system off the coast. So it's kind of cool. This is likely to be moving through Western Washington over the next few hours. It will likely be moving through much of Western Washington by the time this video is uploaded. This will bring this is going to bring some heavier snowfall chances as well this afternoon, if it does materialize like the NAML shows. The NAM doesn't have as many showers, but I think it might be underdoing some of this activity. But look at this. We're continuing to get snow showers all the way through Sunday. Now we're going to Monday morning. There's still convergence on activity, but then we start to dry out as we go through Monday afternoon, Monday evening. Still some isolated snow showers around. This might also be underdoing it Monday evening as well. That low pressure system, though, is going to start moving off the coastline, though, which is going to pull a lot of the moisture away from us. So we're just going to have to watch things. There's always surprises with these type of events around here. So keep your hopes up. There isn't, all hope isn't lost for a lot of the Puget Sound. You guys could still get a couple inches if things turn out to be on the right side of things for snow. Now looking at the European model, this is lightning flash density. I'll show you guys the total snow maps here in a second. So just hold on a second. But look at this. This is Sunday afternoon. Look at this. There's going to be some potential for some lightning activity. When you get convergence and instability, you get the potential for a lot of uplift, a lot of convection. You'll have the potential for those snow pellets and the hail way up in the atmosphere is going to bounce around each other and potentially create some discharge in the form of lightning. So just keep an eye on the sky, especially Sunday afternoon. There is potential for today as well, but it's not as much as it is. Not really much thunderstorm activity through the week. Maybe some on the Oregon coast as we go through the middle part of next week, but not a big threat at all. Now looking at total snow Kuchera ratio in inches right now. Let's go all the way through the Tuesday afternoon. The European Mall is not. Last night it was showing a couple inches of snowfall for parts of Whidbey Island and other areas, and more for Seattle, but showing potential for some isolated heavy snow areas like Whatcom County, Vancouver area, Vancouver Island, the coast. Look at this. It's just forks getting up towards over 10 inches of snow potentially. This mall has lower resolution, so it might be not refining the topography that well, but it shows the potential for an inch or two for Seattle. Go just east of Seattle and some of those higher terrain, you could get a few inches of snowfall out there. It's even showing up towards a half a foot for the Bremerton area as well over the next few days. That's kind of a snow hot spot around here in Western Washington that might come to fruition over the next few days. But you can see Whidbey Island area 1 to 2 inches potentially. I have a feeling that some places on Whidbey Island are going to get more than 1 to 2 inches. If you get one of these snow showers to sit over the area for a couple hours longer than what models show, you can get some pretty quick accumulations as well. So I'm keeping my hopes high, even though this is not likely to be a big snow event for a lot of places. It's still going to be fun. It's good to see at least some snowflakes flying around over the next few days. Potential for more chances as we go through next week. Let's let's do something a little fun. This is just for fun. Don't let your neighbors know about this and be telling everybody about this. I'm gonna go out all the way 16 days out. Look at this. This is just for fun, but the European model brings 2 winter storms in the next couple weeks, as the following weeks from now. This is just one model run. It's going to be flip-flopping around. Some models don't show really anything other than more cold, but this model run showed an ice storm for Portland, parts of Seattle. It showed a couple feet of snow for Portland, half a foot to a foot of snow for much of Western Washington, multiple feet of snow for Vancouver area, over 100 inches of snow in the parts of the mountains as well. It was a pretty wild model run this morning. Keeping this, if you were to take anything away from this European model, is that we are likely to keep up some sort of active weather over the next few weeks. So this is just something to watch. Don't be sharing this on social media and stuff to get people all hyped up, because this can change really fast. And these snow events don't really come in until 10 to 12 days from now. So lots of time to look at that as we go. Looking at the total snowfall in the HRRR model, let me refresh this real quick because it's updating as we speak. Let's go out all the way the 2 days out. Look at this. It shows over half a foot of snowfall for Bellingham. It shows lighter snow totals for Vancouver. Some people are going to get maybe a half a foot to a foot of snow, while maybe 5 miles away you only get a dusting or so. So it's going to be varying widely across the area. You can see South Whitby, parts of the Kitsap, maybe only getting like a half an inch of snowfall. But then you go south towards like Bremerton, and the HRRR model shows over a half a foot of snow, maybe 5 to 8 inches of snowfall. They also show Seattle through Monday morning, potential for a few inches of snowfall. So it's just where all these snow bands are going to set up exactly. Look at the radar, make sure to keep an eye on the sky. If you see some dark clouds moving towards you, expect a short burst of heavy snowfall potentially. Could last for a couple hours if you get convective bands trailing over each other, but there's no way to know 100% if that's going to happen. You can see the coast getting a few inches of snow potentially. However, the HRRR model only has a less than a half a foot of snow for Forks as well. So the European model is probably likely overdoing it for some areas, but there is potential for heavier snow totals. Even Portland, you guys have the potential for some measurable snowfall over the next couple days. I'm looking at closer to the Tuesday, the Wednesday timeframe. The European model shows potential for a heavier snow band for you guys down there later Tuesday and the Wednesday as well. Your weather apps are probably not going to be showing that, but there is a potential for a few inches of snowfall with the snowfall band during the later half of the first half of next week. That was kind of confusing, but Tuesday, Wednesday is best time for you guys down in Portland. Look at Eastern Washington though. The HRRR is pretty dry for you guys, only maybe an inch or two for Spokane, and so there's potential for some heavier totals out there as well, but unfortunately a lot of the moisture doesn't look to make it out to you guys. Now looking at the national blended models, this model's kind of been underdoing snow totals. I've noticed this is through Wednesday morning, showing almost a foot of snow for Forks as well. That's not out of the question, but I don't think it's going to you're going to get that much snow out there. It even shows a half a foot of snow for Ocean Shores on the ocean. So like this model is kind of going a little crazy with the snowfall totals, showing maybe 6 to 8 inches for Bellingham. Also showing the couple inches potentially for SeaTac and some of the Puget Sound. Snow hole over parts of the Puget Sound, Whidbey Island, but still showing potential for a couple inches, maybe 3 inches of snowfall for parts of Whidbey Island. So my general forecast for a lot of the Puget Sound and stuff is generally maybe 1 to 3 inches of snow. However, higher hills and closer to the mountains may get approach some of those 4 to 6 inch totals if you get some of those heavier showers over the area. Kitsap Peninsula could get up towards a half a foot of snow in some of the areas and higher hilltops out there as well. Whatcom County has the potential for probably 4 to 10 inches of snow according to models. I'm expecting it to be on the lower end of things, but some models show higher for you guys as well. Also shows a couple inches of snow potentially for Portland as well. So fun weather over the next few days. Who knows how much snow? It's going to be kind of a lottery. It's winning the lottery. This is snowfall forecasts around here in the Pacific Northwest are pretty difficult. This event, however, is more marginal, which makes it even harder to forecast the snow because the models aren't accurate enough to be able to pin down little tiny snow showers and stuff. And that's what most of the precipitation over the next couple of days is going to be. It's not going to be this widespread. You're not going to get this low pressure system that brings in a whole frontal system that's full of snowfall like we got back in 2021, 2019. The low pressure system's just not in as favorable of a location, though. It'll be fun to at least see some snow falling out of the sky for most locations. Now looking at 2-meter minimum temperatures on the national blended models, it's going to be cold for sure over the next entire week. There's potential for temperatures in the 20s for Western Washington and Western Oregon, all for 10 plus days. We're going to be in the ice box kind of over the next potential for up to 2 weeks from now. Potential for some temperatures in the teens for Western Washington, generally away from the water, but Tuesday, Wednesday, also potential on Thursday as well, and Tuesday as well. Some places likely will not get above freezing for a couple days straight. Chances for that are mainly up towards Whatcom County and Vancouver and the San Juan Island areas. But other places closer to the mountains will also have that potential, like Gold Bar, Darrington and stuff out there as well. So more snow closer to the mountains, farther north. Also colder temperatures in these locations as well. But the coast is going to have a lot of moisture as well. So you guys that's why some of the heavier totals are showing out there on the coast. Now zooming out a bit, I want to show you the wide, over the next week, there's going to be plenty of precipitation over the region. You can see a few inches over the mountains that will likely correlate the feet of snow in the Cascades. Look at this, though, in Northern California. This is just kind of ridiculous. Look at this. This is showing up 30 inches of rainfall over the next week or so for parts of the Sierra Nevada. I'll show you the snow map here in a second, but this is a lot of rain. For Northern California. This is a lot of rain for any part of the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast. This is a very potent atmospheric river. You can see even totals approaching 4 to 6 inches out on the coastline, maybe even the Bay Area approaching a few inches of rainfall, even Los Angeles starting to get on some of that action as well. So very widespread system. Look at this. Look at down here on the National Blended Models. This is over the next 6 to 7 days. 170 inches of snowfall. The higher terrain, like some of those towns up there in the Sierra Nevada are going to be measuring snow in feet and stuff. But you guys are pretty used to that. You guys usually get a couple feet of snow every single winter out there, but this is going to be the snowfall rates are going to be very heavy. So you can see the Olympic Mountains, the coastal mountains of Oregon, the Cascades of Washington, Oregon, and the north coast mountains of Vancouver are also going to get multiple feet of snow. Look at the mountains of Yellowstone, Idaho, Western Montana, also getting some really great snow totals out there, and the Blue Mountains of Eastern Oregon and southeastern Washington also getting potential for over a feet of snow as well. So lots of snow coming to the higher terrain definitely over the next few days into later next week. Temperature probability outlook for the 6 to 10 day time frame. This is February 6th through 10th. Bullseye continuing to stay over the Pacific Northwest and the West Coast. Above average to just near normal precipitation, being favored for the next week or so as we have the potential for more systems after this first one. 8th to 14 day temperature outlook. This is February 8th to 14th. You can see the numbers are actually matching up on this one. You can see potential likely continuing to keep a cold air around as we go through and towards the middle of February. Potential for more systems as well with near normal to maybe a bit above average precipitation as well. So plenty of stuff to continue watching over the next couple weeks or so. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday so far. I hope those that want snow get a decent amount of snow. I hope that those that don't want snow don't get as much snow. So but anyways, I hope everybody's just enjoying the return of active weather. We at least need the precipitation and rain in the past few days. We had a very dry January, so this is great to have. Keeps me in the business as well. So so I'm not just forecasting sunshine and cold temperatures in the mornings for 3 weeks straight that we had the past few weeks. So anyways, take care, God bless, and I'll talk to everybody in the next forecast video.